Welcome everyone, I am Renee. I'm going to lead you through a restorative yoga class today. So you'll see I have lots of props with me. It's okay if you don't have like a specific yoga bolster or yoga blocks. You can always use blankets or pillows and bundle them up. When we get further into that, I'll explain a little more. But first, I'd like you just to get comfortable wherever that is. If you're going to sit or lie, pick a spot though that you can shut down your eyes. Allow yourself to sink into the support that is under and behind you. Take a moment to pay attention and listen to the noises around you. Notice what is trying to get your attention and see if you can bring yourself back to the feeling of the ground around you or the blanket over you. This restorative practice is a chance to slow down and relax. It's a chance to strengthen your mind and body connection. I want you to move your attention from your body to your breath. Where do you feel your breath? Where do you feel the expansion, the rise and the fall? How many breaths can you take before you get distracted by a thought or a sound? What do you need to do to bring yourself back to the attention of your breath? Can you be forgiving and be easy on yourself if you get distracted a million times? Take a few more breaths, observe where they go, how they feel. Set an intention for yourself. Move slowly. Take time to observe. Through your nose, take in a deep breath. Open your mouth and let it all out. Give yourself a moment to roll your head around, stretch a little bit. We're going to go into our first pose here, a child's pose. And what's going to make this restorative is bringing in all these props, bringing the ground up a little closer so we can really sink into that support. So I brought along my bolster here, but like I said, you can use pillows or bundle up some blankets. This is going to go between my knees here, and then I'm just going to lay over the bolster. Did bring a blanket as well to prop up for my head. If this is uncomfortable in your knees, you could also take blankets for underneath your butt and between your knees. Give yourself a few moments here to adjust your props, get yourself comfortable. And then you're going to settle down over your props with your belly and your head in a restful position. You want to allow your hips and your legs to also be in that restful position and not holding yourself up. Once you're settled into that position, allow yourself to connect again. What do you hear? Can you calm yourself down, steady your breath? Trying to tap into that parasympathetic nervous system where we are calm and we can take deep breaths versus that fight and flight. Spend a little more time there in your child's pose. If you are fighting your body and you're not able to get comfortable, come on out, make an adjustment, and then get yourself back into it so that you can relax and connect to your breath. If you find yourself distracted and just observing your breath is not enough to keep your attention here, you can start to control your breath and work with different breathing techniques. In this child's pose with your belly against that prop or your thighs, focus on breathing and pulling your breath all the way down to your belly, pushing firmer into your prop or your thighs. And then when you exhale, draw your belly in as you press all of the air back out. Take just a few more breaths, just a few more moments here. As you start to come out of this child's pose, take your time, move slowly, feel what's happening in your knees and your hips. can even come onto a tabletop position and move through cow and cat a couple of times. Next, we're going to go into a supported fish. So we're going to use our blocks this time. Again, if you don't have them, find yourself a step, get more pillows. When you come into this one, you want to have your tailbone pressed up tight against that support behind you. You can have your legs extended long or in a butterfly position. You could also take a blanket support underneath your knees. And then the idea is to drop back. Allow your arms to rest down by your sides. Let your shoulders drop back, and everything that is heavy on them, just let them drip back down. Take the time to fidget and adjust your props until you feel comfortable. The sooner that you can get to that relaxed feeling in the body, the sooner that you can connect to your breath and all of the other feelings that are connected to that. How many breaths can you take before you get distracted by a thought or a noise? Spend a little bit more time here in your supported fish. Notice what's happening if you're starting to drift off and become so relaxed that you're falling asleep. Or are your thoughts overwhelming and just taking you to other areas? Instead of getting upset that it's one way or the other, just observe and be okay with how it is. Start to wiggle your fingers, take your time as you come up and out of this. Listen to your back, your shoulders. What is everything trying to tell you? And then next, pick whatever position you want. If you want to stay seated, if you want to grab one of your props and sit up, or if you would like to lay down, cover up with your blankets or prop your knees and your feet. Once you find that comfy spot, shut down your eyes again. And just take some notes. How are you feeling right now? As you move through this winter, remind yourself to slow down, take this time to restore and connect. Feel free to sit here as long as you need. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.